Spoilers and offensive content to come.
So Carl's the Anime Rave, the best anime review show on the internet, the best anime reaction show on the internet as well. This is Steven Universe, Season 4, Episode 23, The Good Lars? Is that this one?
Don't know.
Yeah, because it goes The Good Lars, and then it goes, Are you my dad? Then I am my mom. So this is The Good Lars. Another Lars episode.
Aren't you so happy?
Well, at least it's not Ronaldo.
It's pumpkin bread! And it's pumpkin-shaped! Like a pumpkin! This is the best idea anybody has ever had!
See, I told you. It's really good.
Of course Steven likes it. He likes everything.
Lars, did you make this?
No? Well, yes, but it's no big deal.
Secret's out, Lars. Feels good, doesn't it?
Ah, stop.
Oh, this is amazing! How'd you get it to look like a pumpkin?
I just made 7 small crescent-shaped cakes and used cream cheese icing to hold them together. Anyone with 2 hands and half a brain could do it. And you know, a recipe.
That's his way of saying thanks.
I know. I speak Lars.
I like that. I speak Lars. It's like sometimes I speak Carlos.
I am so appreciative of Lars compared to another character who I won't mention, who has had way too many episodes dedicated to him, who we sometimes get some insight into the future of the show from because of his conspiracy theories, but is still a hateful sack of crap who deserves nothing but misery, and I hope his girlfriend still has not gotten back together with him.
You're mean. You're really mean.
Only to Ronaldo. I mean the person of whom I'm
Got you to
speaking
say
of.
the name. I win. I find it actually kind of hilarious that, he's going over all these things that he can obviously make.
Yeah, he clearly knows what he's talking about.
Like, Baked Alaska, while you might think is basic, to get it right, it's actually a complex dish.
Yeah, it's hard, and he's right. It'll look like he's trying too hard.
But still, he can do it, obviously.
We're getting a lot out of Lars this episode. Not only do we know he's this great baker, but he's just having Steven over casually. I don't know. This is a slightly different Lars than we've been getting.
Yeah. Still hate the whole frickin' holes in ears thing.
There's nothing wrong with having loop earrings. That's a stylistic choice. People are allowed to do with their bodies what they will. I'm okay with it.
Sure. I still think it looks stupid as all fuck.
That's pretty smart. When did you get so mature?
Somewhere in between learning to summon my shield and finding out my mom is a war criminal.
I love when Steven just casually drops lines like that. Somewhere between learning some of my shield and finding out my mom is a war criminal. Lars, okay? That's when I got so mature, asshole. I kind of dig amicable Steven-Lars interaction. It's kind of neat.
Well, this is nice. I mean, we've seen versions of this from Lars.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they were trapped on that freaking tropical island.
Yeah.
The fact that he's barely even hiding. That he likes baking and that he likes
Sadie.
It's
funny. Last episode that really had Lars as a focus was Tiger Millionaire. Or Tiger Philanthropist, sorry.
Yep.
And Lars was funny in that. And in this one, Lars is not only tolerable, but I'm actually liking what I'm seeing from Lars. I never thought I would say that in a million years about Lars.
much like everybody in this show, he's growing.
And he's able to talk about his insecurities. His insecurities are silly, but they are very real. And you feel like he's made progress and that he's able to have Steven over and just kind of talk about it. Steven still meddles a bit much, and I get Lars' annoyance with that, but it's kind of like how in Family Matters when Steven Urkel came over in later seasons, they stopped reacting to the fact that Steven was over, and they just talked to him like he was their friend and confidant. Yeah. And there was a line in one of the episodes where they're like, they realized that when they weren't looking, they actually became his friend,
Mm-hmm.
That and the fact that he could play a mean game of basketball. Even more evidence that Steven Universe is the best thing on TV. Episode is called The Good Lars. You're thinking you're getting a Lars episode, and not only did you get that in development for Lars, you're also getting Sadie development, because you see Sadie is also kind of nervous around about hanging around these cool kids, because she has it in her mind that, they're cool, she has to impress them, and, the thing is, those 3 kids are actually pretty cool. Like, they're actually just pretty
Chill.
nice people. They're chill, nice people. We've seen them interact so well with Steven, so we know that. And Steven trusts anybody, so he's not nervous around them at all.
Yeah.
It's just nice. We're getting so many layers with this little interaction. This is a pleasant episode. I really like this. They took Lars.
They really gotta stop.
They grabbed him outside the house. He dropped the cake in the trash. They took Lars! Oh my god, I'm actually worried!
They gotta stop ending these episodes on that shadow.
They took Lars and Sadie! And Onion. Okay, that was an amazing episode. Fuck. We got Lars' development, real insight into his character, and into Sadie, of all things.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't say of all things. We've gotten Sadie episodes before, but she tends to be tied into Lars as the secondary. And here we got some real insight into her realizing she's got to take care of herself a bit. I'd love to see that built up. This was a really good episode, actually. It hinted more at this weird, at whatever these shadows are. We got to see more of the cool kids. We get Sadie opining why they're cool, and she's totally right to. That's the kind of exposition I like, when a character comes naturally to the character and just reaffirms what we know about that. I really enjoyed that episode. I gotta tell you.
That was a really good episode.
Yeah. A Lars episode. Before we realized that he became our friend. There are 2 more episodes left in Stephen Bomb 6, and we will return tomorrow with episode 24, Are You My Dad? Which was a big line in that trailer, with a childlike voice asking Steven, are you my dad? And these 2 episodes apparently end season 4. So,
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. Until then, Carl's Name Anime Rave is the best anime review and reaction show when we're adding ad reaction. By the way, we're doing that because we've been doing reactions since the beginning. And honestly, why haven't we been using this keyword? Because we're doing it. Why not just add that to... Why not get some more hits out of it, right? Anywho, we're the best! Go to animerave.xyz. And this is the part where Dave says, tune in next time. Beep!